So in this tutorial, I'll be going over the combat system for our game. So if I can show you a quick demonstration. So here we go. Here's our basic enemy, and once the bullet hits them a couple of times, they'll die. And I'll show that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Currently, there's no reaction to enemies being hit. Or if we shoot a wall, they'll disappear, hitting the wall, and you cannot get hit by your own bullets. So first off, the bullet that the player uses right here, this has a bullet behavior script, which in here describes damage, how much damage it does. So currently it's set to 10, so it'll take 10 points of health from every enemy. It also, when you create it, the collisions between the player and this player bullet, which is the bullet that comes out of the player, obviously, when the bullet's created, the collisions between those two objects are disabled so that you don't damage yourself, which would kind of suck. And so, oh, here it is. So, right here, physics. So it ignores collisions between uh, the bullet collider, and the player. So, also, if you may have noticed in the test, the bullet rotates with direction to the mouse. That's done by doing some placement and kind of trigonometry to get that correct. So the bullet itself is a trigger. So where is it? Oh, there it is. So is trigger is set to true. And basically what that means is that it won't actually interfere or collide with anything, but it will, if that object, so like the enemy for instance, has a is trigger enter in it or exit, it will run that function. So if I bring that up here, enemy hit. So once that bullet enters, say the enemy in this case, then this function will get run, and this would be the bullet in this case. So for this one, like player bullet, which is the player's bullet, and if it's not the player, it will take health away by the damage amount, and if it drops below 0, it has a chance of dropping a health pack, which is not in this tutorial. And it also counts up kills for just in case we need that for any future reference, and then it destroys itself. So this can only work with, currently it works with like hitboxes, physics like collisions. There's no easier way of doing it as far as my knowledge, but this is pretty efficient. So, and even so, we have a so this collider so this box collider around every enemy that we have describes where the bullet needs to be before it gives that trigger. So if I open this up, so it will go around this or the circle. Um, so yeah, that's basically the combat system. Oh, and it also works. It works backwards, so for the players too. So this is what this does. So it takes damage. It takes damage away from the enemy's bullets, and then takes it away from the health. Currently, there's no death sequence or way of dying currently, but there's currently it's pretty tedious to keep track of all the ways the player can die. Mm, but that will be a future implement. Um, so yeah, that was combat system for our game, and yeah.